Live from Southwest Florida's morning news source. This is Fox 4 News Rising.
That would be Wayne Bradshaw from Rat Defense, and he's going to teach all of us something we need to know if we're ever faced with a gun. We had an incident of a home invasion just this week. Washington Redskin player got shot in his home, Sean Taylor.
Yeah.
And crime is up. That's the sad reality, so we need to know how to protect ourselves. Good morning, Wayne. Show us what we need to know.
Well, essentially what happens here is, in the Sean Taylor's case, here we have a home invasion. Person comes in with a gun. Here's a guy who's an expert at violence. He even has a machete in his hand, and he winds up getting shot. He bled out through the femoral artery. So we know how dangerous, of course, a gun is. But his belief, I believe, in his ability to deal violence led him into a situation he really wasn't prepared for. He probably, in all his life, had never really practiced or really knew what to do if, God forbid, someone was pointing a gun at him.
Who knows what to do? I'd be terrified.
Well, anytime this happens, of course, you have to make a decision as to what's the best way. If there's another way out, you want to take it.
Right.
Generally speaking, with women, though, the guy feels powerful anyway. So when he points the gun at you, his power level is way up here. He doesn't really think you're going to do anything but comply. Now, if you believe that the end result is something going to be really bad, I want to provide you with the option of how to deal with that.
Okay.
So say you were pointing the gun at me.
All right.
All right, there she is. So you've got to point it straight at me. You're always going to have your hands up like this because your hands are up,
You're
right?
Scared, yeah.
As soon as that gun's pointed at you, if you push your head aside and slap at the same time, you take the range of the gun, the bullet fires
the other
this way.
And if the gunman gets scared, the bullet's not going to hit you.
Goes out the window or wherever, right?
Okay.
So here, you take both hands against this point of your wrist and twist. See how it comes right back in the other direction?
That hurts your wrist.
You can break the person's wrist, and sometimes the finger gets caught up in the guard, and you can actually break the person's finger inside.
And you said also grabbing right here, the barrel, a gun like this, and this is a toy gun, obviously, but it'll prevent it from shooting.
Yes, ma'am. See, this is a revolver, and if it's because this chamber revolves. So if you grab this at the same time, he can't shoot anyway. So you take both hands, twist, and point it back at the person. We changed the field here completely. And
you suddenly change the direction, but it's important also to move your head.
Absolutely, at the same time. Please point it one more time.
Okay.
So it's a two-step, boom. It's your head goes this way, then both hands grab, and you just push forward. Boom!
Like that. And that's something you would never expect. And Wayne is a former police officer, and this is actually one of the moves they use in police academy in teaching officers to avoid gunshot wounds. We're going to have Wayne back in our 8 o'clock hour, but right now, if you want to get in touch with Wayne, Rat Defense, do a seminar. It's 239-989-8971, ratdefense.com. Wayne also has DVDs available to teach you all these techniques. Wayne, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Live from Southwest Florida's morning news source. This is Fox 4 News Rising.
Well, I'm here with Wayne Bradshaw from Rat Defense, a former police officer. He's going to teach us a thing or two in case we are ever caught, God forbid, in a situation where someone points a gun at you. We just had a case in the news this Monday. In Miami, Sean Taylor, Washington Redskins player, home invasion, got shot and sadly lost his life.
Again, the situation is here we got a guy who's an expert in violence, but he was unprepared for the situation. He had a gun pointed at him, and unfortunately, he was shot and killed. When the gun is pointed at you, there's one thing I do want to point out, that you need time and you want to make sure everything works perfect, of course, if you elect to take this course of action. One of the things you can do if a person's pointing at any weapon is you ask them a question that requires thought to answer, and then you strike while they are formulating the answer. That gives you that split second of time.
Because they're not going to expect it.
Exactly right. Their mind is their thought process is elsewhere, and you have a chance to give yourself a little more time to proceed with the attack.
Okay, so let's demonstrate. So I'm going to point the gun at you.
Okay. So what I would do is I have my hands up because I'm scared, right? Then when I say, how many times have you done this?
Never.
See?
And he totally caught me off guard.
So as she formulates the answer, or he formulates the answer, what you do is you get yourself out of the way of the path of the bullet. At the same time, you slap the gun away. Once the barrel of the weapon is pointed in this direction,
it's going this way.
Yeah, it's going out in that direction now. It's the strength of both of my hands and my body weight against just the attacker's wrist.
And your wrist is not that strong, because if Wayne bends it, that kind of hurts. It's uncomfortable because it's backwards. And you said fingers even get broken, because if the guy's got the finger really in that loophole.
Oh, yeah, stuck right inside there, and the wrist is snapped as well. Also, if it's a revolver and this chamber has to spin for the weapon to go off, and you squeeze it, you can't even shoot anyway.
So it's locked up anyway.
It's locked up. Then we do is we point it back and we turn the tables completely.
And that's kind of scary.
So even, well, let's try. You want to give it a try?
Okay.
All right. So.
Stop! Are you really going to kill me?
Yes. That look good. All right. So primarily you did very well because look, the barrel of the weapon's pointed. This is no longer a threat, right? And you're pushing me in this direction against my wrist. Now, essentially, what we'd want to go this way with it, but either way, look, my wrist is pushed back by your body weight.
Okay, so
See?
snap it back towards them.
Exactly.
Because then the second move is, of course,
exactly points right back at me, and I don't like this.
And this is something you have to think about because you hope never to be caught in this situation, but knowing what to do could save your life.
Absolutely. And if you ask that question first and get the person's mind focused somewhere else, when you attack, you're going to have the time to turn the tables pretty easily. If
you'd like more help with Wayne Bradshaw, he does have DVDs, self-defense classes. He can put together a seminar. His number is 239-989-8971. It is rapdefense.com. Wayne, thanks so much. A very timely topic.
It was my pleasure to be here, Amy.
Thanks a lot.